Welcome to the show, everyone. This is On the Grind with Rhonda Supreme, and you are listening to Free Agent Radio and our partner station, iHeartRadio. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. You know I love my listeners. And also, I want to thank the radio stations for broadcasting this show. You know, we're very grateful to be on Free Agent Radio and iHeartRadio. And we have something really important to talk about. This is June. We are going to celebrate Juneteenth on June 13th in Harrisburg, PA. And it's going to be a fabulous event. It's the first time ever that Juneteenth going to actually join Carnival. And that was the brainchild of Dina Jangdahari. This is fabulous. It's a great idea. We're so happy. She is a member of the Civic Club of Harrisburg. And I also want to mention the president of the Civic Club. That is Katrina Baltimore. Thank you so much for sponsoring this event, the city of Harrisburg and the mayor. And we just want to give a shout out to Dina Jangdahari. Thank you so much for putting together such a wonderful event. And since we're talking about the event, and it will be held, like I said, on June 13th, 2026, it begins at 12 p.m. It's right downtown in front of the Hilton. If everybody, wants to just come on down or come through, you can be in New Jersey, you can be in New York, PA, or Delaware. We all are welcome. Everyone is welcome. Bring your friends, your family, bring everybody out. But we have a participant in the show. On the show today, we have Mr. John The Bossman Hall. He is going to be performing there on that day. And wow, it's going to be fabulous. He does not only the James Brown review, he also has his own song, The Boss Man, right? So welcome to the show, John. How are you?
Oh, I am great. I mean, this event is going to be so beautiful that all the people in the surrounding state areas, y'all need to get down to Harrisburg.
Yes.
I mean, I'm loving this. I'm feeling the energy. Me and the band, we've been practicing and
Oh,
getting
what
ready
band is coming with you?
Oh, what I did for this event here.
Yes.
I said, instead of just going with one of the regular bands that I always use, let me pick the top best entertainers.
Okay.
So I looked at the band that Boys to Men had when they first came out, which will be Mr. C. McGee. He will be my bass player. Stacy McGee plays for Boys to Men. He's on Jaheim's album, and he also played for the OJs.
Oh, you put together a great band.
Yes. Then we got Marcellus Floyd, who actually played with James Brown and Marvin Gaye. He's my guitarist. On drums, I got John from out of Atlantic City that does most of the casinos down there. And then we have Stan Berkeley, who comes from the group Breakwater.
Okay.
So
you handpicked these people. You handpicked. Yes, you did. You handpicked them. That was amazing. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be really good. So tell us a little bit about your history. Everybody is listening. So for those who don't know, you're going to find out today. Okay. Tell us a little bit about your history, John.
Well, I go back for those that you say that don't know and those that do know. I started into this industry when I was 17. And when I started out as a dancer, had my group, the Flamingo Dancers. We had different chapters, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 of the Flamingo Dancers. And then from there, we kept on performing throughout the city, and we wound up getting a break to perform at the Uptown Theater with James Brown and the Dells, and that was 1984.
Okay.
Same year, we got our blessing. That same day, after performing at the Uptown, a woman by the name of Miss Cherie Galloway, Broadway Eddie, Kenny Gamble, and Leon Huff, everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
They were in the audience. They came to see the James Brown show. And me and my guys came out there and we performed. And by the grace of God, this lady that wrote this song for Michael Jackson picked us and said, listen, we need y'all to come into the studio. We want to talk to y'all about doing this album for Michael Jackson. And I said, well, miss, we're not no singers. We're dancers.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
I don't care. I need you to get over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over there to Camden and went in Broadway Eddie's store, and we listened to the tape. And I said, wow, that's about Michael Jackson. I mean, everything that Michael did was in that song. So I said, wow, that's amazing. I said, who wrote this? She said, I did. I said, you want us to do it? She said, yeah. Now, people got to keep in mind at the same time, when we did this album in 84, New Edition was out at the same time.
Okay, yes, you're right. Yeah.
Records was putting more money behind New Edition than they were putting behind Me and My Dancers. But the blessing behind the whole thing is that Michael was involved, and we got a chance to meet Michael in Sigma Sound Studio. They was on the Victory Tour here at the JFK studio or stadium, and they brung Michael to that studio, and we got a chance to see him. And he is the one who said, y'all gonna be called the Broadway Thrillers. And he put the label Thriller Records. So I told people, I don't own nothing about Thriller Records. I don't own nothing about the Broadway Thrillers. I just know that this man did this for me and my dancers. The album was a hit. And I think that the people that actually doing the biopic of Michael's movie now need to listen to that song, because that song needs to be put into that movie.
Yeah,
it was about
you're
Michael.
right.
Michael was involved with it. Let's have the respect for Michael and let's keep it and do it. But that was just one project, that came off real good. My father always told me, he said, listen, I don't care how far you go in the business, I just need you to do one thing for me. And I said, what's that, Dad? He said, I need you to graduate from high school for one. I said, okay. He said, if you go to college, that's a plus. He said, as far as this entertainment, I just want to see you on Apollo.
Oh,
I said, what?
Oh, and wait, you made that dream come true.
Made it come true for him. Yes. And got a win. I went to the Apollo not thinking that I'm going to win. I just say I'm going to be a contestant like anybody else. Mm-hmm. And what was so funny, the lady named Miss, what was her name? Catherine Sharpman, the wife of Al Sharpman. She runs the Apollo.
That I didn't know.
She grabbed my hand and told me, she said, listen, when you come off the stage, I got something I want to tell you. So go ahead, do your thing. I said, okay. I went out there, did it. The crowd loved it. I walked back off. I ain't get booed or nothing. And she grabbed my hand and said, you did it. I said, what did I do? She said, you did something James Brown never did. I said, what's that? She said, James Brown came here every time he came to the Apollo, he got booed. I said, what?
I didn't
said, well,
know
how
that.
You know that.
I didn't know that.
So I asked her, I said, how do you know that? She said, I sung in James Brown's band for 11 years.
Oh,
I was here with him.
Oh, my goodness.
God. I said, what? You work with James Brown? She said, yes. She said, my husband is Al Sharpman, who was James Brown's manager.
What
I said,
in the world?
Never thought that would ever come out like that. But the blessing that came from that was they took that tape and sent it to America Got Talent. And America Got Talent called me and said, let's go. That's the day I called you and I said, we got to go to New York and do the thing for America's Got Talent.
So that's how that went. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. And then what came after that? Times Square with you
Yes.
DXT,
Yes.
I mean, W
Yes.
Fresh, and
The
the whole hip
50th anniversary of hip hop. The 50th anniversary of hip hop. That was 2023. Boy,
Yes.
let me tell you, when you walked off that stage, everybody was in awe. Mr. John Hall put on a show, came dressed to the nines. I mean, he realized and he made us realize that without James Brown, hip hop wouldn't be hip hop. He said, how are
That's
you
right.
going to have a celebration for the 50th anniversary of hip hop and not have James Brown there? And everybody was like, whoa, you're right. You got to come. And
That's
he
right.
did his thing. I'm telling you. Yes,
Yeah,
you put
I
on
would never forget that day.
it was a great
That day,
show.
there was over 100,000 something people at
Yes,
this.
it was. Yes, a sea of people. It was just a sea of people. The red stands where people sit, that was filled, but you could see people as far back. I mean, blocks and blocks and blocks. It was amazing. And I mean, you killed it. You did. And everybody thought so. Everybody said so. Yes. Yes. Without James Brown, there would not be hip hop. People sample James Brown like nobody else. Okay.
That's right. That's right. That's why Harrisburg, you know, it feels good to come up there.
Yes. For Juneteenth. Yes.
Juneteenth, understanding what the Juneteenth is.
Yes.
It's the day of celebrating the Black slaves from freedom.
That's right.
So
they didn't even know in parts of the South, mainly Texas, they had not told the slaves that they were free until June 19th. And it was just emancipation.
Right. So, now, when I went to do the Mardi Gras down in Louisiana, I asked Henry Turner. I said, Henry, you know I've been living up north all my life.
Right.
I only read about things in books and I see it on television.
That's true.
The first thing he took me to see was the Mississippi River.
Oh.
And
what was that like? Oh my God.
It's amazing because we hear about Huckleberry Finn.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, all the stories. Right.
So I asked him, I said, listen, where were the plantations at? He said, you want to see one? I said, yes. He took me to a plantation.
Yeah, you showed me the picture.
I seen the huts that they lived in. Everything is still there.
They never touched it.
It's like they just walked away.
That's like history. Frozen in time.
Yes. And some of the people that were still working there are still working there like they're slaves.
Oh my God.
Like you said,
still picking cotton. Still what?
Day. I was shocked. This just a couple years. I'm looking at him. I said, Henry, what are they doing?
Right. Was it just people actually work in the fields?
Work in the fields.
Oh my goodness.
I was shocked.
I would have never known that if you didn't say.
Because that's all they knew.
That's all they knew is to be a sharecropper.
They couldn't go nowhere else. They ain't been in no other city. All they knew was Louisiana.
Yeah.
And that's it. But the hospitality down there is very beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
Every year I go, 5-star hotel, limousines.
Every year for Mardi Gras.
Oh my God. It is just so beautiful. That's why I'm looking forward to this thing in Harrisburg. You know, when I spoke with Dina and I spoke with her partner and we did Scarfo Live. We set up the TV interview.
I saw that interview. Yes, that was a good interview. It was.
That was a good introduction of a good relationship with her and her staff. And I look forward to meeting her. And I'm just looking forward to just come up there and just shock them, because there are a lot of people that have not seen James Brown. Okay. They see video with him, but
that's true.
Never saw him live. So this is my opportunity as a James Brown legacy carrier to show them what this man
Was all
what's
about.
really all about on that stage. You know, because like you said, it wouldn't have been
You're
no hip
right.
hop if it wasn't for James Brown.
No,
It wouldn't have
he's the
been. It wouldn't
no.
have had it.
Everybody sampled his music. Yes.
He's the godfather. He's the godfather of all that. You know. You
Ooh,
know, but we do have a lot of things coming. I mean, like I said, just the other day, the piece of information I sent you about the World Cup. You
oh,
know,
yes, yes. They are considering you, I see.
yeah,
And
yes. So
to perform at one of the
I
events. I listen, we gotta keep that, we gotta keep that in prayer. That has to
yeah,
happen.
keep that in prayer. Anybody out there that
Yes,
know me,
that has
keep
to
that in
happen.
prayer. That you know they even consider bringing that in. But how can you not? You in one of the main songs you're going to need for a festival like that. And this goes all around the world, not just the World Festival,
Living in
but for any
America.
festival.
Living in
Living in America.
America. Yeah.
All the things we're going through
Yes.
right now, we need to celebrate living in America,
Yes.
and at the same time, come back with the next song, Get Up Off of That Thing.
Get up
Keep
off of
these
that thing.
people happy, keep them dancing, keep them enjoying themselves. That's the type of show I want to bring to Harrisburg,
Oh,
you know, to the World Cup, to anyone that needs the James Brown concert.
right.
Please contact Rhonda Supreme, or if you know how to get in contact with me, contact me.
Absolutely. Yes. You can definitely contact me, Rhonda Supreme at gmail.com. We want to give a little bit of background on what exactly is going to be um, there for you on June 13th in Harrisburg, PA, downtown. Okay, so we have here on the screen Juneteenth Meets Carnival. Like I said, that is the first of its kind. Okay, there has never been a Juneteenth Meets Carnival. All right, 12 to 8 p.m. It's going to be on 10 North 2nd Street, Harrisburg, PA. If you need the directions, you can put that into your GPS. The Jazzy T Band will be there. Of course, John The Bossman Hall. Also, Brian Bautista,
Yeah,
who
from the
won The
voice.
Voice. Yes, he's The
Yeah,
Voice.
yeah. I
So,
can't wait to meet him.
yes, me either. Me either. I'm going to be there, guys. Yes. And then also, who is the iconic, legendary Sister Nancy from Jamaica. So we have a variety of entertainment there that day, and vendors, food trucks. But
Mhm.
it's all about feeling that rhythm of freedom
Yeah,
throughout the entire world. I mean, we're bringing in the Caribbean. So it's not just about here in the Americas. We're celebrating freedom all around the world.
yes,
So
got to.
this is definitely different. So it's a day of celebration of emancipation, free, okay, free to the public. But bring
Mm,
your money to support the vendors and the food
yeah,
trucks. We'll be there
yeah.
to have great meals for you. But we're going to celebrate this culture together. Okay,
Yes.
no more separation. No more separation. Oh, you're from the islands and we're from here. No, slavery happened to all of us. So, the freedom came. We need to join together to celebrate that, and this is a day that's gonna actually do that for us. So we really hope that everybody can make it out. Like I said, if you can come from Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, or even further than that, make it out if you can. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see Mr. John Hall in action as the boss man performing that day as well. So yeah, this is great.
James Brown.
This is great. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, so we just want to give thanks, like I said, to Miss Dina. So you brought
Mhm.
Dina up
Yes.
as well, Dina Jane Dahari. And also, we want to thank the mayor for
Yes.
allowing this
Yes.
celebration to take place as well.
Yes.
So So there's a
Ooh,
pre-party taking place um, the day before. I think you're coming in on June 12th, right? That
yeah,
Friday.
yeah, yeah.
So there's going to be something going on that Friday. So
Check
let's
it out.
see.
I'll be glad.
So the pre-party Friday, June 12th, 6 to 9 p.m., hosted at the Civic Club in Harrisburg, and that's 612 North Front Street. So that's going to be a nice mixer that evening. The president of the Civics Club, Katrina Baltimore, will be there for that. She's the host. Main celebration, of course, June 13th, Saturday, from 12 to 8, like we just mentioned, on North 2nd Street downtown. And then, yeah, you know what? It's just those 2 days, Friday and Saturday, but they do have
Mm-hmm.
something going on the
On the
15th through the
27th?
20th. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a lot going on. The 27th, they
Mm-hmm.
have the Caribbean Carnival
Carnival.
finale on the
Right.
27th. So, you know what? We're going to post all of this for everybody to see in Harrisburg, PA. Yes, and that starts on June 12th and
Yes.
on through the end of the month. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, this is amazing. So I am really happy to have you here on the show. I'm happy that you even connected me to Dina Janghari because
Oh,
we
yes. You
become
have
really
good
good
talk.
friends. I told her I will help her in any way to promote her goals in Harrisburg. She's not
Yeah.
far, so we can do this together. And yeah, come on out, everybody. Come on out
Yeah,
and
come
have a
on.
good
Come on.
time.
Come on. That's
Yes,
right.
yes. So thank you, John. We'll have you on
Yes,
again
indeed.
because I know you have a
Okay.
lot going on besides this event. So give
Right.
everybody your emails, your social media, and so that people can reach out to you if they'd like to book you.
Yes, indeed. I want to give a shout to the mayor and tell the mayor of Harrisburg this one is for you.
All right.
To get in contact with me, you contact me by John the Bossman Hall at yahoo.com. Once again, John the Bossman Hall at yahoo.com,
Okay.
or you can reach me at 267 591 6162. And if you are in the Philadelphia area, I will be holding concerts at the Hard Rock Cafe, downtown Philadelphia.
Yes, so keep a lookout on the Hard Rock Cafe's calendar, Market Street, Philadelphia, PA, and you will see several events being given there at the Hard Rock by John Hall. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's another thing throughout the summer. Yeah, and the
Yeah,
fall.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
so
A beautiful gift, very
I'm
beautiful gift that they
glad.
gave me to come in and promote and help them with their restaurant and their establishment. And that's something that we want to do, to build good relationships with organizations like that,
Yes,
because that can take you further in the future. Just lending a hand, a little helping hand, and you never know what blessing's gonna come behind it.
you never know. You never know. Yes,
That's right.
support, support, support. That's what the
Hmm.
theme of this whole community event is about. So we're
Yeah,
going to continue to
yeah,
support not just for Juneteenth, but throughout the year. That's
throughout the year.
great. Yes. So
Yeah.
thank you so much again. Thank you,
You're
listeners, for listening
welcome.
in today. Yes, you are best. You're the best, John. And yeah, just make sure, like I said, to always tune in to On the Grind with Rhonda Supreme so that we can give you information on the events throughout the year, and the new artists that come out, the artists that are already established, when they have new singles coming out, new EPKs. We're here to support and also to advertise what they have going on so you won't miss a thing by tuning
That's
in.
right. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you to Free Agent Radio. Thank you to iHeartRadio as well. And remember to always tune in Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much, and we'll be here again for you tomorrow. All right. Take care.